the key point and one thing everyone should always remember is that you don't need to use super expensive products. You don't need to use designer brushes. It's all about technique, using what you have and using it to the best of your ability. You just need to believe in yourself and do it. I love how I'm giving a whole motivational talk about applying makeup, but yeah. I've already prepped my skin. I've already done what I needed to do. I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Mattifying Primer. So I'm just going to apply about this much primer. I focus it on this area of my face, as you guys can see, because that is where I actually have the most pores, and my T-zone is where I get super oily. Now I'm going to come in with some loose powder using my wet beauty blender, and I'm mainly focusing around my T-zone area because, like I said, this is where I get oily the most. So now we're going to move on to my eyebrows. Brow powder I'm using is from Switch Beauty. So it's a 3-in-1 brow powder. The middle shade thingy fell out, but I'm using the darkest one. And yeah, we're just gonna start filling in our brows from the bottom, from the back towards the front. Cool. So now I'm just going to use my spoolie and brush these up. Come back in with my eyebrow gel that is almost finished. And there we have our eyebrows. I just need to clean them up at this point. So to clean up my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the NYX Can Stop Won't Stop as well as my LA Girl Pro Conceal. The next one is in Deep Cool, so I'm just going to apply that on my hand. And my LA Girl is in the color Beautiful Bronze. So likewise, I'm just going to apply this on top. And this is what they both look like. I'm using a nice flat dome shaped brush. This part of your makeup requires so much attention, so much concentration. It's honestly a make or break. So that's why I'm just taking my time and doing it and really making sure I do not mess up, because... And now we're just gonna move on to doing some eyeshadow. So what I'm gonna do is come in with a much lighter concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and this is in the color 338 Honey. Really work this into my lid with my fingers first so that my beauty blender doesn't absorb all the product. And now we are gonna lightly, extremely lightly set this. I never used to do this before, but I do feel like setting your concealer just helps your eyeshadow last longer and not crack. But of course, do it very lightly. So now for eyeshadow, I'll be using the Hermosa Flor Glowgang eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning, some gorgeous colors. And yeah, I'm going for something nice and soft but really beautiful at the same time. So I'm coming in with the color Contour It, and I'm gonna be really packing this on. It's like a brown color, but it actually looks very much orange on camera, as you guys can see. It's winter, so I'm using my ring light because the sun is like setting and it's just a bit awkward, can't really see what I'm doing. So I just have that color which I applied, and I'm just gonna really just blend this out. And now I'm gonna use my Kaleidoscope palette, which I bought from Frisk Beauty. This is what it looks like. Absolutely stunning. The colors, the shades aren't numbered or they don't have names, but I'm going to be coming in with this one here, which is like a nice peach orangey shimmery color. And yeah, it's not too bright, but I feel like it's gonna give me what I want with this look. I want this to be like nice soft glam. So I just use my finger and I'm just gonna apply it over there. Same thing on the side. And then I have this flat brush which I'm just gonna use, sort of neaten it up and yeah, make it a bit more precise. So now I'm just gonna come back into that brush that I used the first time. To add the dark color on the end to create the smoky eye look, I'm going to be using this brush, which is like a nice fluffy but like angled-ish brush. So I'm coming into my Hermosa Flor palette and I'm using this color, the dark one called Brow It. I'm just gonna work this in, so blend it upwards like so, like upwards towards my eyeball, and then also drag it out at the same time. This is what it's looking like. I'm gonna go back to the same brush and just blend everything together like so. I'm gonna use this top color called Glow Up, and I'm gonna use that to highlight the inner part of my eyes. So here we have our very simple and easy eyeshadow look that was done. And now we're gonna apply our foundation. So I'm gonna take this off. So now I'm gonna come into my Switch Beauty Holy Grail flash case, which looks like this. And I'm gonna come into this red shade, which I'm gonna be using as my blush. Use my fingers. I know it looks like clown vibes, but it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. I've just started doing this because I really like how it looks, and I feel like it gives me like a natural blush looking effect. So that's why I'm all about doing this. And now we're going to move on to our makeup. I am going to be using NYX foundations. I am using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is in the color Deep Espresso, and this is TCDF, the drop foundation, and this is in the color 23. So shake, 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 shake. I'm using about 2 pumps of this. So I'm going to apply my foundation in this way. I don't know how to explain what I'm doing, but you guys will see. So I first apply the foundation, and then I'm going to come in with my concealer, which is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. Let me just use a mirror because I feel like I can't see. I'm applying everything at once because I feel like doing it this way I end up using a lot less product. And then for my contour, I'm using this one from Juvia's Place. Apply this to where I'm going to be contouring. So this is the Elizabeth Arden foundation brush, which I'm going to be using. I'm going to spritz it with some setting spray. That's my L'Oreal Infallible Magic Setting Spray, which looks like that. And I'm going to take my brush and start blending out where I have my foundation. Which were these 2 areas. And then I'm gonna come in and start blending out this contour situation around my hairline as well, but very carefully because wow, I'm not trying to get too much foundation on my wig. All right, and now I'm going to use this side, which is for concealer. So drag it out and drag it towards the top and then blend it in. And then my forehead. So now that the first layer of everything is blended in, I'm going to come in with my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the color 335 Honey. I'm going to apply that just there underneath my eye and a bit on this side and my nose, just so I can actually really have a highlight situation going on. And then I'm going to come in with my drop of foundation. Don't think I've forgotten about my foundation. Putting about a drop on my hand. It's a very, very runny foundation, guys. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to apply this all over now. And this is actually what's going to bring everything together. So I have all my different areas that have been contoured. And I just take this very light foundation and just go over everything to create a nice seamless blend. And this is the one I'm going to be using to drag down my neck. This is where we now start blending and creating a nice highlight. So now I'm just gonna blend this out on the sides using my brush nicely. I'm gonna use my beauty blender now just to tie in everything together. So just mainly here in the corners so I don't look crazy. So now what we're going to do is quickly come in and set our face. I'm using my Revlon Color Stay compact powder, taking my beauty blender and so the reason why I come in with the pressed powder first is just so that this can act as a grip for when I actually come in with my setting powder. And I've actually noticed that when I do it this way, my makeup actually looks a lot more flawless as opposed to when I just come in with this powder, if that makes any sense. So we don't bake over here, we just press in all this powder. Yeah, there we have it. No crease marks, nothing, just beautiful flawless makeup. Now I'm just gonna set all of this using my LA Gold Pro contour powder. So I'm gonna set my contour, so just where I had contoured my face, I'm just coming in with this just to sort of revive all of that, bring back some color. I'm using my regular brush. In fact, this is the brush I used to apply the dark eyeshadow, so let's hope this will go well. So I don't really care much about contour. So you guys are probably thinking, yeah, but you did nothing. That's because I don't really care much about having a very sharp defined nose. I'm actually very, very happy with my natural nose. So now I'm going to come in with a bit of blush. Adding very minimal blush because remember we did that whole red situation. So now I'm just going to spritz setting spray all across my face. And before that dries, I'm actually going to come in with my highlight so that it can grip onto that. I'm using my Switch Beauty palette. This is what the highlighting shades look like. I am going to come in with Rosé, which is like a rose colored highlight. Tip of my nose, and then very lightly just drag up and across. This highlight, I think it looks bomb. Like, what do you even mean? So that's a little hack, guys. If you want to apply your highlight and make it stand out and look, you know, like it's melted into your skin, apply it after applying your setting spray. I just did my under eye and my lashes are popping, and it's all because of this mascara. This is from Mr. Price. It is the Scarlet Hill mascara. is the quality for me. So now we're going to move on to doing our lips. I'm firstly going to line my lips using this eyebrow gel. I use eyebrow gel to line my lips. This is from NYX, and this is in the color dark brown. So there we have my lips all nicely lined. If you guys have watched some of my other videos, you know that I have an ultimate lip combo using these two products, and of course that's exactly what I'm going to be using today. So I use the Maybelline New York color sensational lip thing, and this is in the color 60 Teas. And then I use this one from L'Oreal Paris. I don't actually know what it is, but it just says L'Oreal Paris on it. Beautiful, beautiful. It's like a matte lippy, and this is in the color I Stand. So my ultimate nude combo for us dark skin hands, yeah. Yeah, fam, we're done. I'm just gonna spritz my face once more. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this video. I hope you guys will subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the content, and I hope you guys will share this video with whoever you think will find this type of content interesting. I'm truly sorry about the variation in lighting that we had, but I hope it didn't distort any of the images. Please don't forget to comment, share, subscribe, like this video, subscribe to the channel. We need people to subscribe to the content. Yeah, subscribe. Cool. Bye.